Hey everybody, it's the Chris and Des Show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
And we're here at the Hollywood Bowl waiting to see a chorus line. And we're going to review Grey Gardens, which is currently playing at the Ahmanson Theater, starring Rachel York and Betty Buckley. Des, what'd you think?
Okay, so I went last week with a couple girlfriends of mine. And I had seen the production on Broadway originally with Christine Ebersole and Mary Louise Wilson. And this new production has some new elements to it. In the video, they do a lot more with technology now, which really helps it, I think. It brings the characters way more forward and gets you into... Because this musical is about a documentary that was made about these ladies. So it really does kind of bring you in more, which I really loved. I love Rachel York. She's really good. And Betty Buckley, hello, is a Broadway icon. But if I'm comparing them with the original Broadway version, I'm gonna prefer Christine Ebersole and Mary Louise Wilson just a little bit more. Just I think because of the quality of their singing that I experienced, as opposed to I went to a Tuesday night production and Rachel was working a little bit hard. I think maybe. Anyway, she did great, but it just wasn't quite as on as Christine was. And Betty Buckley, bless her heart, she just has to work harder for those high notes than she probably used to. But on the whole, it was a great production, I thought, and it's a good musical. It's kind of sad because it's this real life story about these ladies, so it's kind of has that melancholy element to it. By the end, you're just like, oh, those poor ladies. But it's a good show. I would recommend going to see it, absolutely. What'd you think?
I loved it. I had not seen the Broadway version, so this is my first time with it. And I really, really liked it. Such smart writing, and the set was amazing,
really
and the way they did it, and the video was good, and the cast is fantastic. The guy who plays Joseph Kennedy, his voice is so good. So good. And the guy from Mad Men, I can't remember his real name, but he played Sal on Mad Men, and he plays the piano player in this, and he's fantastic too. I saw a Friday night show, my wife and I went last night, and we both really, really liked it a lot. And I think too, if I bought the soundtrack, been listening to the soundtrack, if I had to compare the two, I like Rachel York better than Christine Ebersole because...
I think you do. I think absolutely you do.
Because Christine Ebersole is amazing. Like, vocally, she is so great. The problem with her is she's a little Bernadette in that she sounds like Christine Ebersole in every role. So she has this accent, but when she starts to sing, it sounds like Christine Ebersole. This real high, squeaky voice. And so even when you hear her talking, she does a good job, but Rachel York sounds exactly like the real life lady.
Okay.
Because her voice is lower. She didn't have a high speaking voice. She has a lower tone to it.
Yeah.
So she sounds more like the actual person. That's why I liked her better. Probably like technically Christine Ebersole is a better singer, but for this part, I liked Rachel York better. Plus, Rachel York, if you're watching this, I am a huge fan of yours now. We saw you in Anything Goes when it came here to
she was amazing in Anything Goes.
Good.
She killed it. I almost preferred her over Sutton Foster. Almost. Just barely.
I'm not going to say
I'm sorry. But she was really good in
vocally,
in Anything Goes.
Dancing
she was amazing.
No one compares to Sutton.
No. But Grey Gardens, I'm going to prefer Christine.
And so maybe it was just a performance thing too. Maybe the Friday night show was
maybe she was a little more on.
But it's that thing with Christine Ebersole's voice that is like Bernadette Peters, where it's like, I know Bernadette Peters is trying to be Annie, get your gun, but it sounds exactly like Bernadette Peters to me. And so Christine Ebersole's trying to be this real life person.
See, I don't know.
And she sounds too
what else Christine
Ebersole
was in that I can compare it to.
No, I mean, it just sounds like her normal singing voice, of which
I don't know
her
her normal singing voice. For what I can tell, she's acting like she had this Boston accent, that New England accent. She had it down, and it was in that great place that I love, that bright, clear spot. And I could listen to Christine Ebersole all day. Rachel was struggling a little bit, and it could have been just that it was that Tuesday night and she had to warm up a little bit more. But I liked Christine.
all
But-
to say, go see it
Yes,
because it's really,
absolutely.
really
It
good
really
show.
is a good show.
Really,
Yes.
really good show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Aw.